Here is the national news from BGI TV, Babagba Gede Imo TV, Hamjibril Munirat. First are the major headlines. Osun monarch Olukoyi of Ikoyi joins ancestors. Disband EFCC, high CPC now, Wike tells Buhari. Real reason we suspended girl in sex video with classmates, Chrisland School. 39-year-old Kano businessman killed by kidnappers after 6 million naira ransom. Hiswap kills 2 soldiers, 1 policeman in fresh Borno attack. Victim identifies kidnapper, mob beats up suspects in Ogun State. Now the news in detail. The Olukoyi of Ikoyi, Oba Yisao Oyetunji Bamitale, is dead. Oba Bamitale, whose domain is in Ishokan local government area of Osun State, reportedly passed on Monday after a brief illness. As of the time of filing this report, the Osun State government was yet to react to the death of the monarch, and the palace has not officially announced the death of the traditional ruler. Sources disclosed that the official announcement will be made by the palace when the corpse arrives the town. The traditional ruler, who ruled for 35 years, Daily Post gathered, will be committed to Mother Earth on Thursday, April 21, 2022, at the Olukoyi Palace Grounds, Ikoyi. Governor Nyesom Wike of Rivers State, also a presidential aspirant on the platform of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, has called on President Muhammadu Buhari to disband the 2 anti-graft agencies in the country, the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, and the Independent Corrupt Practices Commission, ICPC. He stated this yesterday in Kano while responding to questions on the recent granting of pardon to some former governors convicted of corruption. By granting pardon to the former governors, President Muhammadu Buhari has disgraced the EFCC and ICPC and should immediately disband them. Chrisland School has explained why it suspended a 10-year-old female student who was abused and raped by her colleagues. In a statement dated 14th of April 2022 and signed by Chrisland School head teacher, Mrs. Jihai Azike, the school also stressed the action taken to resolve the case, as it is categorically stated that the action of the student was a truth and dare game. The statement, titled Indefinite Suspension of the Female Student, partly read, "It was discovered that your daughter was involved in an improper behavior during the recently concluded World School Games in Dubai with a few of her counterparts, willfully participated in a game they called Truth or Dare, a game which led her and a few other co-learners to carry out an immoral act after the light-out instructions was given. In line with our core values centered on discipline, Chrisland schools have zero tolerance for any improper behavior and misconduct. A full-scale investigation has been done, and the parents of all the culpable learners have been duly notified of the necessary punishment meted out on the learners." Meanwhile, the Lagos State government has shut down the school over the alleged sexual violence case involving its students, which occurred in Dubai, United Arab Emirates. A 39-year-old Kano businessman, Yahya Hassan Musa, has been killed by kidnappers after receiving 6 million naira ransom from his family. The family was thrown into mourning after the body of the businessman was found in a forest hours after his abductors received the ransom. The late businessman, married with 2 kids, was coming from Cotonou, Benin Republic, on Thursday after a business trip. He was abducted by the kidnappers in a forest around Mopa, Kogi State. The abductors, after abducting the businessman, demanded 10 million naira as ransom, but later reduced the money to 6 million naira, which the family paid in order to get him released. A brother to the deceased, Abubakar Hassan Musa, who took the 6 million naira to the abductors, stated that his late brother used to fly anytime he traveled, but decided to return by road on the fateful trip. Two soldiers and a mobile policeman have been killed in a fresh attack on a military formation by Islamic State of West African Province terrorists in Molai, on the outskirts of Maiduguri, the Borno state capital. Molai community is located 10 kilometers along Maiduguri-Damboa Road leading to Sambisa Forest. According to a military source, the terrorists launched the attack in several gun trucks. However, troops of the Nigerian military alongside the air components of the operation Hardin Kai repelled the attacks, which were launched on Monday evening around 6 p.m. in an attempt to overrun the military formation. Finally, victim identifies kidnapper, mob beat up suspects in Ogun State. An angry mob on Monday attempted to lynch a suspected kidnapper after he was reportedly recognized by one of his victims and grabbed by residents of Idiori in Abeokuta North local government area of Ogun State. Our correspondent learned that the suspect was walking around the area when he was recognized by the victim, who raised the alarm. An eyewitness, who identified herself simply as Olubukola, said the victim claimed that the suspect received ransom from him and others in the area. The witness told our correspondent that irate youths descended on the young man, beating him blue and black. Olubukola said they tied his hands and legs, they beat him and gave him a bloody nose. He might have been lynched off if not for the arrival of the police from Lafenwa Division in Abeokuta. At first, the irate youths did not want to release him to the police. They said they didn't trust the police. Their fear is that he may be released on bail. That was the news. But before we go, a quick recap of the major headlines once again. Osun monarch Olukoyi of Ikoyi joins ancestors. Disband EFCC, ICPC now, Wike tells Buhari. Real reason we suspended girl in sex video with classmates, Chrisland School. 39-year-old Kano businessman killed by kidnappers after 6 million naira ransom. ISWAP kills 2 soldiers, 1 policeman in fresh Borno attack. Finally, victim identifies kidnapper, mob beats up suspects in Ogun State. Don't forget to follow us on all our social media pages. On Facebook, Bagede Imo with Alawiye Adebayo. On Instagram, Bagede Imo _22. On YouTube, Baba Bagede Imo Television. Don't forget to click on the red subscribe button, like, comment, and share. And for advert placements, please call the number showing below your screen. Thank you once again. I am Jubril Munirat.